Hey everyone, my name's Alyse. Welcome back to another video. Today, I figured, since most of you know, I did play in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Remote Duel Invitational this weekend. I sadly do not do so well. I finished 6th place overall. I went 2-2 in the event. I started off 2-0, and I even had a feature match in round 2 where I, very much destroyed my opponent. He actually said before we started the match, that I was probably just gonna 2-0 on stream, and I'm like, nah, it'll be okay. It'll at least be 2-1, but then he called it. Oops. But anyways, so first of all, the deck I played for the event was none other than Rokket with the PK engine. So it's basically Shu Ping's deck, just changing a few cards. I actually landed on this deck because of a certain someone in the room, Cody. Mr. Cody Angeloff himself.
Hello.
He came to my house and he said, "Hey Alyse, you should play this deck." And we kind of did a little bit of like test in theory, and we just, I don't know. Also, Justin agreed that it was probably going to be the right choice, just from it being like a smaller event where we thought there was not going to be as much Dragon Link. There did end up being a decent amount of Dragon Link. Like, it was like 6 Dragon Link, and then the rest was just all one-of decks, and I think against the other one-of decks, this deck had a little bit easier of a matchup. I don't like the mirror match as much against the regular Dragon Link decks compared to Rokket, but it's still fine. I think the deck performed really well. It was just really weird circumstances that led me to get my losses, and I'll explain in a sec. So I'll just quick over my matchups. It's only 4 rounds anyways. So round 1, I played against Robbie Finazzi. He was playing Dragoon Stun. Game 1, I won the die roll, but then I bricked into unplayable, and he just set trap cards, summon border, pass, and I couldn't play for 2 turns because I didn't draw anything. Game 2, I attempted to go first, and I did a little something, but he just didn't have anything for, like, I think I was able to full combo, but he didn't, or no. He shifted me, I passed, and then he just didn't really have good follow-up, so I was just able to kill him later. Then game 3, I opened a bunch of monsters. He set 3 pass. I had double Twister, but he had there can double Judgment, but then I eventually just started poking with Silver Rokket and was able to game him. Then round 2, if you guys didn't check it out on feature, the VOD is still on YouTube and Twitch, so you guys can check it out. I played against Tri-Brigade Lyrilisk, Colby. Like I said, I 2'd him pretty quick. I kind of played that match not the greatest in the world, but I made up for any misplays I had, so it was fine. Round 3, I played against the dude who got 2nd place, which is Dino. So game 1, I almost had it clinched. Like, I literally had used all my interruptions properly, had everything set up to, like, win the game right, but he was main decking Reboot, and I got fucked by it. I got fucked by main deck Reboot, because the Fogblade is what was going to win me the game. In game 2, he had Super Poly Droplet and Called By, and then a way to just play Cell Egg. I literally couldn't do anything. It was unfortunate. And then round 4, I played against my buddy Will, who got 5th place. So, thanks Will. Thanks Will so much for that. But game 1, he full comboed. I had Droplet and enough resources to play through his board, but he had an extra Ash that was just a little bit too much for me. And then game 2, I opened up the Silent Boot, so I didn't get the extra Fogblade, and then his Chaos Space draw got him into the 1 card he needed to be able to play, which is Quick Launch. If he didn't get that, if he literally gotten like almost any other card, I think I was winning that game. So it was just unfortunate. It was just unfortunate circumstances that just got there, and that's just what happens in Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially in a small tournament where you're playing a deck that's, I think this deck is more suited to be able to try and win the event, and it definitely, you know, should have been able to. It happens, unfortunately, and that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes. But anyways, oh my god, Cody, you know you can just like advertise normally. You don't have to like do it through chat. You can just like speak. Imagine sitting there advertising on my Twitch and my video when you could just speak. But anyways, we're just gonna get into the deck profile now. I guess I can do shoutouts first. So first shout out to my newest sponsor, Ophidian Accessories. I'm on Team Ophidian now, for those of you guys who don't know. They're really awesome, and you should check them out if you get the chance. Use code Ophidian5 for 5% off any of their products. There's a lot of cool stuff in the works, so you know, make sure you check him out. Shout out to Cody Angela for giving me the list in the first place. I really liked it. Shout out to Christian Urena who gave Cody the list, and then shout out to Shu who gave Christian the list. We all made changes along the way to get to what we have now. And yeah, they were really all integral in it. Obviously, Shu is the most important, but Cody and G did a lot of work too. So, yeah. And shoutouts to Justin Singh, who helped me do a lot of testing leading up to this event. We tried out a lot of different things and just tried to do everything to the best of our ability. And this, Justin also agreed that this was the right choice. So, yeah, it was fine. Shoutouts to TGG Gaming as well. Use code Elysium10 for 10% off your entire purchase there. They're amazing locals in Minnesota. Cody, you liked them, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, so
I was a fan.
Cody endorses, so check him out. So yeah, make sure you guys check him out, all that fun stuff. And then shout out to my girlfriend Brooke for always being the good support and everything. She was able to top a tournament this weekend too, along with Cody, who played the same deck as me. So the deck is still nice, but yeah. Yeah, shout out to my girlfriend Brooke, I love you. Shout out to all my friends that just were very supportful, all the people in Twitch chat that were watching my match, and all the fans, everything that were just checking up on me. Really appreciate it. But anyways, let's get into the deck profile. So we got 3 Tracer, 2 Silver, 1 Recharger, 1 Magna, and I guess for the extended engine, 2 Router and 1 Nocto. So Nocto is really nice for this deck now that it's out with like playing 3 Safer and kind of wanting to draw the Router. So Nocto just had like a lot of applications. The other Rockets, just in the essence of space, weren't worth playing multiples of because there were combos with like Silver Rocket where you could rip 2 cards out of extra deck. They weren't always super relevant, so you didn't normally do that, but having the ability to is really nice, and it actually does come up a lot. So I don't know. There's sometimes I might have wanted one more Rocket name, but in the essence of space and just like playing correctly, you normally don't need them. I think it normally doesn't come up that much, so it's fine. And then played 3 Safer, 1 white, 1 black. The 3 Safer is better than in this list because, again, you're playing the bigger Rocket engine, so there's a lot better stuff you can do with Safer compared to the normal Dragon Link deck. So I think these ratios are fine. And then play the 1 Black Metal and 1 Red MD. I don't like Black Metal that much, but you need it in this specific deck because it's part of the combo, and you need to be able to do that part of the combo to get there. So these cards are fine. And then the Brotar and Levy, standard. And then the 1 boot to go with, I guess we can just show the Fog Blades right now. The 2 Fog Blade, it is part of the combo now. You essentially make this, or the Rusty, instead of Triple Burst. So you basically take Shu's old end board and add in 2 extra interruptions because you just play this instead of Triple Burst. So it does technically add more bricks, but the ceiling of the deck gets a lot higher. And there are also really cool things with like, because a lot of people are playing like Droplet and Dark Ruler in the main just to deal with Dragon, and this actually lets you get, like if you go Fog Blade to target your seal isn't negated from Dark Ruler, so you can still tribute the seal and get the effect, which is really cool. And also with like the Abomination and the seal, you can like seal, summon another Tracer pop something, summon Magna, and then Abomination can still attempt to trigger targeting the Magna Send. So there's a lot of ways this deck just plays around Dark Ruler that are really cool, and that's like one of the reasons why this deck is a little bit better. Plus, if people are playing Super Poly, Silver Rocket's amazing. So yeah. And for spells, played 3 Chaos Space, 3 Quick Launch, 2 Guard Dragon, 2 Boot Sector, and 1 Ravine for like the engine cards. There's only 2 Guard Dragon just because it's not as impactful in this version of the deck compared to the other versions that exist. If you don't actually full combo, it's a lot harder to get to the full end board, so you don't want to emphasize playing a card that's not going to emphasize getting to your full end board as easily. However, it's still a really powerful extender and it exists. 2 Boot Sector just comes up a lot. I think this card's really nice to have it too. I kind of wish we could do it in regular Dragon Link, but there's just honestly really no room, so can't really justify it. So yeah. And then for the only going second cards in the main deck, it's Dark Ruler and Droplet. So Christian was playing Ash in his deck as well, but in the essence of just wanting to be at 40 cards, cut down the Ash and then also put in the Upstart. But Dark Ruler and Droplet are just, in general, the best cards for this deck, because the thing is, your rogue matchup gets a lot better with the fact that you have like Unchained Abomination and stuff like that. So you don't need as many hand traps to deal with like those rogue decks. And since you can also get rid of like super poly targets, like a lot of the decks strengths that like play super poly don't apply as much. So you don't really care about those decks and how they exist because they're just easier now. And you'd rather just hit the things that hurt you the most. So these are the cards that we went with in the main deck. And I think it was definitely the right choice. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. 39 cards. Duh. What Cody said in the chat, 39 is better than 40. Say it, Cody.
Yo, if you're not playing Upstart, you're a bozo.
Oh, I didn't know we were trying to go there, but sure.
I'm just stating facts as well.
I mean, that is fair. That is very fair. Anyways, for the extra deck, I got 3 Striker Dragon. If you're not playing this at 3, you are a bozo. Let's be honest, right, Cody?
Yes.
Exactly. I don't know how people still try and justify 2. Then we got the Elpie and the Pisty, standard. And then for Link 2s, got Heretic Seal, Romulus, Quadboral, Delindrus, and Beat Cop. All these cards have their own use. I think they're all standard in this version. Delindrus is just like the one that's not standard in regular Dragon Link, but because it's the Rokket deck, Delindrus is amazing. And you need it to get into the Abomination. So all these cards are needed. And, like, Quadboral becomes so much better in this version of the deck. It's actually, like, insane. So yeah. And we played the Rusty Bardiche. Like I said, this is part of the combo now, and there's a really weird way that it works out. Honestly, I'm not going to show combos in this video. If you want combos, I'm going to put Shu's channel in the description below. If you guys want combos, he has all the combos you need. He's better off to go watch for that. So please go check out Shu. Oh yeah, there we go. We have a command for Shu. I forgot about that. Oops. But yeah, make sure you go check out Shu's channel if you guys want combos and stuff. And then the Unchained Abomination, which is like just one of my favorite cards in this deck. Honestly, like, I know, Cody, you like integrating this into regular Dragon Link, right?
Yeah, Abomination is so good.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
Like, if we could play Silver Rokket in the regular Dragon Link deck, I think that'd be cool, but I don't think there's a way to really justify it right now, right?
You can. I've been working with it. You're able to. You have to play a couple of weird cards, so.
I mean, is it really?
But that's on my Twitch, though.
Oh yeah, make sure you go check out Cody's Twitch. I guess I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. This card's really cool and just does so many other cool things. So yeah. And then Boral Sword, duh. And then played the Savage and the Hot Red. I know Shu likes to side this. I think it's really good mained. Cody, you have some reasoning for wanting to have Scarlet in the main too, just besides the time factor, right?
Yeah, Scarlight, like, if you play against Prinkids, which, like, that deck's been popping up a lot, like, if you Scarlight Prinkids, like, and they don't end on the Bow Wow, like, it just nukes their whole board, and then you can just kill them easily. It's really, really good.
Right, and especially with, like, me going into, like, an invitational scale event where we are kind of more encouraged to play slower, but with the same time limit, I think just maining this card just made more sense. And I know she was playing Access Code, and it just didn't feel like it was going to be as needed. So just playing this in the main deck just felt correct to me. So I was personally okay with it. So that is it for the extra deck. For the side deck, we got the one Skullmeister, because you can search it off of a Brotar targeting Abomination. And if you guys saw, this actually came up in my feature match. So this actually was like a relevant card that existed in my deck list this weekend. And for the only other, like, cards that matter against, like, whatever, or going second cards, or even going first, because Gamma's a going first card, let's be real. And for other going first cards, we got Called By and Imperial Order, and then the Pankratops. So this is all we got for, like, going second against, let's say, like, the Mirror Match or whatever else, but, like, they're still good and really relevant. I don't think you need that much more. As long as you're drawing into Dark Ruler or Droplet, you should be winning. And this deck is really resilient to be able to play through boards anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. And then for other cards, we got the one Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, and you can also put this in for the Mirror Match, 3 Twin, and 1 Reboot. Like, the hand trap count is pretty low for this deck list overall, but I think it just doesn't really need that much more, and it's able to, like, function without it. Right, Cody?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about not having as many hand traps?
Dark Ruler droplets are just fine enough. Honestly, you don't really need hand traps in the deck.
Gotcha.
Like if I were to play a hand trap, I'd maybe play Lancia, but I don't think it's really that needed.
Yeah.
Or Nib.
I would consider Droll, honestly. I think Droll's really nice right now, too.
Droll's not bad either.
Yeah. There's a lot of options. It's just iffy and weird, so I don't know. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for the deck profile. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't perform as well as I wanted to this weekend, but I still think I did decently well, and I still got to, try my best. I still got on feature. I still feel like I did enough, and I do really like this deck going forward. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to be playing this deck a bit more, and we'll see how it goes, see how it evolves, see how everything will be. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this one, and as always, if you didn't already check out the sponsors, make sure you do. Make sure you check out my Discord, make sure you check out my Twitch. This was recorded live on Twitch, so, you guys can see this happen live. I mean, I won't always have the bum in the background, but, we'll always be having fun on Twitch and whatnot. So make sure you guys check out the stream. Make sure you check out Discord. Check out my TCG player link, or TCG player affiliate link, costing you nothing extra on products you already be buying. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!